Carlos Sainz's victory at the Singapore Grand Prix marked a significant turning point in his Formula One career. In recent races, he has displayed remarkable performance, surpassing his teammate Charles Leclerc and establishing himself as Ferrari's leading driver since the August break. What exactly has led to this transformation for Sainz, and could he potentially become the team leader and the number one driver for Ferrari? Let's delve into the details and find out. Carlos Sainz, the man behind the wheel of one of Ferrari's iconic red machines, has been quietly rewriting the script for the 2023 Formula One season. While Charles Leclerc is often hailed as the speedster of the Ferrari duo, Sainz has been turning heads with his stellar performances. Over the races at Zandvoort, Monza and Singapore, Sainz has emerged as the more well-rounded performer, racking up an impressive 50 points, second only to the formidable Max Verstappen in that period. What's even more eye-catching is that Sainz has consistently outshone Leclerc in both qualifying sessions and races across these three events, a feat that has propelled him ahead in the championship by a 19-point margin. To add to his laurels, he's also clinched Ferrari's first race win this season. According to RTL's Allard Kauf, an interesting shift appears to be happening within the Ferrari team dynamics. He suggests that Charles Leclerc's reluctance to assert his own agenda, in contrast to Carlos Sainz's assertive radio messages in which he expresses his preferences even if they differ from the team's strategy, might be handing the role of team leader to Sainz. Kauf observes, "I think Sainz might be more of a team leader than Charles Leclerc. The way Sainz talks on the radio, the way he takes matters into his own hands." A noteworthy example Kauf points to is an incident in Hungary, when Leclerc was sent out on track with the hard tyre, which proved ineffective. Sainz was instructed to do the same. However, Sainz refused, saying, "Yes, but it doesn't work for Leclerc, so I don't want to use it either. Just do something else." In Kauf's view, this kind of assertiveness and willingness to challenge the team's decisions marks Sainz as a team leader. He further remarks, "I think the fact that he is winning now is fantastic, and that he is doing it this way is also fantastic." Now, you might be wondering what sparked this change in Sainz's fortunes. The answer lies primarily in his qualifying prowess. Before the August break, Sainz played second fiddle to Leclerc in qualifying, with circumstances often conspiring against him. Be it strategic decisions, crashes, or car troubles, Leclerc seemed to hold the upper hand on Saturdays. But since the break, the tides have turned in Sainz's favour. At Zandvoort, while Leclerc grappled with an unruly Ferrari, Sainz took matters into his own hands and secured a remarkable 6th place grid position. In both Italy and Singapore, Sainz held a slender qualifying edge over his teammate, a difference that dictated the course of their races. This newfound advantage in track position allowed Sainz to maintain control even when Leclerc showed stronger pace, as evidenced by his late race pursuits at Monza. The secret behind this transformation lies in part in the car's characteristics and partly in Sainz's adjusted approach. While Ferrari has grappled with unpredictable car this season, Sainz has found himself more at ease with it than in the previous year. It's not a sudden change, it's a process that has been ongoing since the early races of the season. Sainz himself has acknowledged that he now feels more in harmony with the car compared to the previous season. He attributes this improvement to his approach to understanding and adapting to the car's nuances. Unlike in 2022, where he struggled to adapt to the ground effect cars, Sainz has taken a different approach this year, leading to a better connection with the car. Even in races where things didn't go his way, Sainz remained content with his driving. His ability to cope with the Ferrari's inconsistency has been noteworthy. This newfound harmony with the car has translated into impressive post-break performances, culminating in his recent achievements of back-to-back pole positions. As Sainz eloquently puts it, "I'm feeling very good with the car, and I'm driving very well, probably the best since I've been a Ferrari driver, and finally I'm extracting my full potential." Team principal Fred Vasseur has been keenly observant of Carlos Sainz's remarkable progress, and it's not just a coincidence. Vasseur has repeatedly noted the significant strides Sainz has taken in his race weekend preparations, setting the stage for his recent stellar performances. What sets Sainz apart is his ability to hit the ground running from the very start of a race weekend. This readiness has been a game changer, allowing him to make the most of every moment right from the initial practice sessions. On the flip side, his teammate Charles Leclerc has had moments where he seemed to lose his way, particularly at Zandvoort and Monza. Vasseur highlighted Sainz's preparedness, stating the biggest difference is that he is ready from lap 1 FP1. Zandvoort was also the same. It's the best way to prepare the quality tyres. If you are starting the weekend a step backward, then you have to overshoot the limit. Also, for the team in terms of preparation, it's the best approach that we can have. This approach has paid off handsomely for Sainz. While he had a good feel for the car in the first half of the season, he wasn't able to string together complete weekends. However, things have changed. Sainz himself acknowledged this progress, stating, "I just sat down with my engineers in the summer break and we said clearly we have a lot of pace. We were doing some good things, but we are never putting the whole thing together. So let's see what we can do to improve that and start having consistent performances in the second half because the potential is clearly there this year." The recent performances of Carlos Sainz have been nothing short of impressive. But what about Charles Leclerc's showings in comparison? The answer lies in the evolution of the Ferrari SF23, a car that has posed challenges throughout the season due to its instability and inconsistency. However, Ferrari made it a top priority to get a grip on these issues after the break, and this led to a significant adjustment, dialing in a certain amount of understeer. This adjustment has played into Sainz's strengths, aligning well with his driving style. Throughout his career, Sainz has thrived with balanced cars, even when dealing with rear instability. This characteristic suits his approach and has been instrumental in his recent successes, particularly when competing against Max Verstappen at Toro Rosso. On the other hand, Leclerc has found this shift more challenging. He acknowledged that Sainz's exceptional form in a car that doesn't naturally suit his own style has prompted him to adapt his technique. Setting up the car to have a bit of oversteer has proven unpredictable and difficult to control, given the car's aero inconsistencies. Thus, the understeer setup, while not Leclerc's preferred style, provides a more stable and consistent compromise for the current Ferrari. Leclerc expressed his thoughts on the matter, saying Carlos in Monza and here has been completely on it. He's been very strong. Now it's up to me to try and catch up. This shift in performance dynamics is not a sudden swing. While Sainz has generally been the second best driver at Ferrari since joining forces with Leclerc in 2021, the gap between them has been marginal. Sainz's cerebral approach to racing has served him well, and he even outscored Leclerc in their first season together. However, statistics can sometimes be deceiving, and overall, Leclerc had a slight edge even in 2021. Despite these nuances, it's clear that Sainz has been much more than just a Ferrari number 2. The current trend may not continue indefinitely, as Leclerc is undeniably a top-tier driver who will stage a comeback. Nevertheless, the limitations of the current Ferrari mean that Sainz may continue to excel in the final 7 races of 2023. The ultimate test for Sainz lies in whether he can sustain this level of performance into the next year when Ferrari aims to be more competitive. His gains in terms of his approach should carry over, but the specific limitations that have challenged Leclerc may disappear if Ferrari's 2024 machine performs as expected. Now, over to you. What are your thoughts about Sainz's upsurge in performance? Do you think he will become the number 1 Ferrari driver ahead of Leclerc? Let us know in the comments section below. That will be all for today's video. Thanks for staying tuned. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you can always get to watch more amazing videos like this. See you in the next video.